What's going on YouTube? What's going on? Now you guys might be thinking, yo, first of all, who's Bord3nz? Second of all, what's Gutter? Third of all, no third of all. But you're probably thinking, yo, who is this guy still? And you know what? I have one answer for you. Bord3nz, brother, I couldn't even tell you who he is. I couldn't even tell you who he is. He's this up and coming artist, bro. Up and coming artist straight out of Toronto still. I heard his shit through a fucking what's it called? Sneak peek preview, whatever the fuck you call that shit, on Instagram, and ever since then I've been tapped in with him still. Me and him chat quite a bit. He doesn't know I'm doing this right now, a little surprise for buddy. But yeah, it's been, hold on, let me go check. So buddy previewed this like in September. And he was gonna drop it. No, hold on. No, I'm gonna get this off my chest. He said. Hold on, wait. He said he's gonna drop it this week on October 14th. It is November 1st. Date of recording. Wait. No. Wait. He said, yo, my bad. Had another issue. Had to re-upload. Okay. October 28th. He said, if it doesn't drop at the 28th, he'll send it to me. 28th hits. I said, yo, is it dropping? He said, no, I'm going to drop it today. He said Tuesday he'll drop it. And then he didn't. And then he said, yo, my bad. Tonight. Swear to God. And that was Thursday. He dropped it yesterday, Friday. So, I'm gonna get the little rant off my chest. Mr. Bord3nz over here is a dirty little liar. And you should never trust him when it comes to dropping dates. But you should trust him with is his music ability. Now, I've only heard the preview for this song. Only the preview. So this is gonna be a raw reaction.
Yeah, you kick with a snake, you gonna end up bad, don't go outside. Don't give me a break, I'ma get that back, I'ma get that pack on. Got soft in your face, just fly to the back, she know where to buy from. She tryna kick with a dodge now, I'm tryna bet her to show her the dog pound.
Yo, rewind. Okay, listen, we gotta break it down bar by bar here.
You gonna end up bad, don't go outside.
Wait, bar by bar.
You kick with a snake, you gonna end up bad, don't go outside.
Okay, you kick with a snake, you gonna end up bad, you gonna go outside. So basically what he's saying here is, like, if you kick around with somebody who's not, like, not really about that, he's not really a roadrunner like you are, not really a risk taker and stuff, you might end up badly because, like, how do I put this? Like, basically what he's saying is, if you kick with somebody who does not have good intentions, there's a high likelihood that you yourself will end up like that person, because the person who does not have good intentions will not end up in good situations. Now, what he's stating is that if you hang out with that person who does not have good intentions, you will end up in not so good situations just like that person. Stay with me here.
Don't give me a break, I'ma get that back, I'ma get that pack on.
So what he's saying is, don't give me a break, I'm gonna get that pack on, right? What he's saying is, he's on that grind 24/7. He's a roadrunner, risk taker, money maker, entrepreneur. That's what he's saying right now. And basically what that means is that he's like, yo, I'm locked in right now. I don't need no break. Don't give me no break, basically. And he's saying, like, yo, he's gonna get that pack on. Now, what he's meaning by pack is, like, basically, guys sell packs of Legos and stuff, and they sell it with, like, their friends and shit. So he's, like, on the road selling that right now. And yeah.
Got soft in your face, just fly to the back, she know where to buy from.
Okay, now this bar.
I'ma get that pack on. Got soft in your face, just fly to the back, she know where to buy from. She tryna kick with a dodge now, I'm tryna bet her to show her the dog pound.
I don't know if I should actually explain that one. He's gonna show her the dog pound. If you know, you know.
I come from the mud, the gutter. Why you play with me?
I come from the mud, the gutter. Why you play with me? So basically, what this means is that what he's saying is that he comes from a very rough territory, rough neighborhood, a rough living situation. The gutter. Now, gutters are mainly like places where dirt piles up. You know, you have gutters on top of your roofs. You know, all the garbage from the roof goes into the gutter. You have gutters on the side of the roads, gutters on the roads. All the dirt and stuff goes in there. He's saying he comes from the dirt. He comes from the mud. That's why he's stating gutter. Basically, what that means is that he knows the struggle. He knows how life goes. You know, so if you get what I'm saying, you know what I mean. If you get what I'm putting down. The why you play with me part basically indicates, yo, he's lived through so much. He's gone through so much struggle. He's asking, why would you play with him? You know, he when it comes to street wise, money smart wise, he's probably smarter than you. He's probably more intellectual than you. So what he's stating is that basically, why would you decide to put yourself at an unfavorable decision and play with him or go against him? He's basically warning you. He's telling you, yay, yo, like, don't play with me. Like, I'm not the type of guy you want to be messing around with. I'm a dangerous man. Feds need to investigate me immediately, and I need to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, that's what he's trying to get at here.
Pop out the dip plus a fraud shit, I pay zero, so I'm stunning for free. Bro got the 9 tuck with a performance trigger. He hungry, stepping for breeze.
For legal reasons, I won't explain those lyrics.
I'm trying to buy me a rolling and crib for my mother. Bitches be nothing to me.
So what?
You go to that side and I shoot.
Wait.
I'm trying to buy me a rolling and crib for my mother. Bitches be nothing to me.
I'm trying to buy me a rollie, a crib from my mother. Bitch, it'd be nothing to me. So what he's saying is he's locked on the grinder now. He's trying to buy a Rolex. And then a crib for his mother. He's trying to move his mother out of the gutter. Going back to what I said earlier, comes from a rough area. He's trying to take his mom out of that rough area, because mothers support their kids throughout their life. It's the least he can do to give back. Bitches don't mean nothing to me. Basically, what he's saying is he has no time for girls. He has no time for any of this. He's a roadrunner, risk taker, entrepreneur, young money maker. He has no time for any girls. What he has time for is the people that actually care for him and were there for him, like his mother, which is why he will get her out of the gutter.
You go to that side and I shooting. I'ma pop out the dip with a hammer and stick. The open.
Legal reasons, I actually won't explain those lyrics.
That door, I'm coming. You trust in that bitch and I'm taking that risk. Oh, my bro,
I actually won't explain that either.
The case and the weapon. It's just me and my time when we laying them bricks. Come to the battle, I'll show you a trick.
When he says by come to the bando, I'll show you a trick, basically means like come to the bando. Bando is like kind of another word for like house. Just we'll call it house. And like he's been learning magic recently. Because when you come from a rough neighborhood, you don't really have much to do because there's not really much outside because it's so rough. So he's been learning magic tricks and stuff. So basically, what he's saying is he'll show you a trick, like he'll show you a magic trick,
You in the trench trying to get real rich. Yeah. You fucking with slime, I turn on the Benz. You wasting my time, I'm taking a friend. I got on a fraud, was trying to make red. Been down to the rocks, I was living on sense. She ringing me down and she trying to vet. Cut that bitch off, she know what I meant.
All those lyrics, I think you can deduce them yourselves.
She comes to the crib like a dillo. I was stuck in the trap going mental. I attack a rose and hit the pedal. I was with Shadow when I got my medal. High school service so nugs like a mellow. Brand new car didn't look like a rental. I was off lean when I hit the kettle. Yeah. You kick with a snake, you gonna end up bad, don't go outside. Don't give.
What those lyrics basically meant was, in short, like he was just, describing situations he's been in.
Me a break, I'ma get that back, I'ma get that pack on. Got soft in your face, just lie to the back, she know where to buy from. She tryna kick with a dodge now, I'm tryna bend her to show her the dog pound.
Yeah, so this was Bord3nz Gutter. What I would rate this out of 10. Honestly, for like the lyric intellectuality, like I'd probably give it like a 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I definitely rate it highly. I would definitely give it a high rate. I honestly, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10 actually for just lyrics wise. Video wise, it's just a beautiful scene for a beautiful song. I believe it also deserves a 10 out of 10. That's just my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, make sure you go check out Bord3nz Gutter. Peace.